Welcome to our next online class. Our today's topic is data frame attributes. Now, what is data frame attributes? When you create a data frame object, all information related to it, like size, its data type, etc., is available through its attribute. You can use these attributes in following format. This is the format like data frame object dot attribute name. This is the format when you will create data frame object. Now here some attribute is given, that attribute index you will use when row labels of the data frame, column labels of the data frame, access return a list representing both the accesses 0, index and accesses means 0 to 1, that is column of the data frame. D types return the D types of data in the data frame. Size return an int representing the number of elements in this object. Shape return a tuple representing the dimensionality of the data frame. Values return a numpy representation of the data frame. Empty indicator whether data frame is empty. Ndim return an int representing the number of accesses, array dimension. T transpose index and column. This is an attribute's name. Now next is data frame DFN to display various attributes, counting, transpose, etc. How you will use? Marketing and sales is column name, age, name and sec is a row, age 25, marketing 25, sales 24, name is also given and gender is also given. So this is a data frame to display various attributes. Now retrieving various attributes of the property of a data frame, how you will retrieve? Now DFN is my data frame object and I am using this DFN dot index. Index is my attribute name. So index bracket, when we will write DFN dot index, then index small bracket, inside small bracket, square bracket, age, name and gender, sex is given, close bracket, D type, data type is equals to object. Next is DFN dot columns, index bracket, marketing and sales, inside single littles, data type is object. Now DFN dot access means all the attributes which you had studied here. See, once again I want to show you index, column, access, how you can use in your program according to this example it is clearing. So DFN dot access means index, age, comma, name, comma, sec, D type is equals to object, and again index bracket, marketing, comma, sales, D type is equals to an object. So DFN dot D type says what? Marketing is object, sales is an object, D type is an object. Now see here what is given at right side. DFN dot size, size you got 6. How you got 6? See this, here the data is 25, 24, Neha, Rohit, female, male. So how many data is there? There are 6. So you got the size 6. Shape, how shape is given, that DFN dot shape. See, 3 rows and 2 columns. Here inside the bracket it is given that bracket 3 comma 2 means 3 rows and 2 column. So this type of data you are getting according to this attribute name. So ndim, what is the use of an ndim? N represent an int representing the number of an axis and array dimension. So array dimension, which type of this array dimension? It is a 2D dimension. So you got n dot ndim means 2. Row, column, age, marketing, age, sales, like name, marketing, name, sales, like a Cartesian product. This is math students, you know very well what is Cartesian products. So this is like a Cartesian products dfn dot ndim. Now dfn dot empty. Empty is false. What you got? dfn dot empty. What we had studied here, indicator whether data frame is empty. So our data frame is empty or what? No, our data frame is not empty. Records are there. So we got false. So like this you can use data frame attributes in your program. Now getting numbers of row in a data frame. So we know here, see this, how many rows are there? There are 3 rows, age, name and sec. So how you will write length dfn, you will get 3. Now next is getting counting of non-NA values in a data frame. Like series, you can count, you can use count. Count means you can count it with data frame to get the count of non-NaN or non-NA values, but count with data frame is little elaborated. Now first is, if you do not pass any argument or pass 0, default is 0 only, then it returns count of non-NA values for each column. Now the example is given, dfn dot count, marketing 3, sales 3. How you are getting 3? Because here values are inside marketing 3 records, inside sales also 3 records, so you are getting 3 3. Now next is, if you may also pass an argument axis equals to index to get the same result. See here, right side what, dfn dot count, inside bracket it is given that axis is equals to index. If you are writing, then also your result is same, and if you will not write also, then also it is same. Means why? Because default is 0. If you will pass, then also okay. If you will not pass, then also okay. Means if you are passing an argument in bracket, then also it works, it will work. If you will not pass any argument in bracket, then also you will get the same data. So see both the side example, right and left both. dfn dot count, inside bracket axis is equals to index, record is same, and dfn dot count, only bracket is there, record is same. So there is no any difference between here. So what it is saying, that if you will pass argument inside bracket, then also you will get the same result. If you are not passing any argument inside the bracket, then also you will get the same result. So there is no difference because by default is 0. If you pass argument as 1, if you are passing now 1, because 0 is by default, if you will give, then also it is okay. If you will not give, then also it is okay. But when you will give 1, then it returns different type of value. Now see how the values, dfn dot count, inside bracket it is 1. Now I got value only, age, name, sec 2 2 2, same result, 1 record. Here dfn dot count, axis is equals to column. So how many columns are there? Only 2 columns are there. So you got 2 2 2. In age 2 records are there, name 2 records, see here, age 2 records, see once again, age 2 records are there, 25 24, name also 2 names are there, and sec also 2 records are there. So you got 2 2. So you may also pass argument axis is equals to column to get the same result. If you are passing axis equals to column, then also you will get the same result. Now transposing a data frame. You can transpose a data frame by swapping it indexes and columns by using an attribute. Now what is swapping? Swapping means what? Interchanging. So see the example, when you will, this is t is also attribute. Once again I want to show you the attribute name. See, t is the last, transpose index and column. So t is attribute. So here I am using in transpose, dfn dot t, this is an attribute name. So I am So I'm swapping this data. How I had swapped? See, marketing and sales come this side, means in place of an row, and age, name and sex goes to column side. Now marketing is first row, sales is second row. So this is swapping, interchanging the columns. Now let us see one example. Write a program to create a data frame to store weight, age and names of people. 3 people. Now print data frame and its transpose. Solution is given. Import pandas as PD, that is it is our package name. df is equals to pd dot data frame, bracket close, curly bracket. Now weight, in question it is given that weight, first is weight, so weight 42 in square bracket 42 75 66. Next column name is name, so 3 names you put, and third one is age, so insert 3 age. Now print original data frame, print df, print transpose and print df dot t. Okay, now see the output of this. Original, first what? 0 1 2, column name is age, name, weight. Now 15 22 35, age, name came, inside weight came. Now transpose is used for swapping, so next code is df dot t. So 0 age, the name and weight in row place, and 0 1 2 for a column. So now this column and rows are swapped. So you can also use shape 0 to see the number of rows and shape 1 for getting numbers of columns. So df dot shape also you can use 0 and df dot shape 1. So this is the output for transposing. NumPy representing of an data frame. You can represent the values of data frame object in NumPy using values. dfn dot values. So array 25 24, 2 names Neha Rohit, female d type is equals to object. Now selecting or accessing data. From a data frame object you can extract or select a desired row and columns as per your requirement. Now example data frame here, DTF5. Column name is population, hospital, schools, and row is Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. Value is given. Now selecting, accessing a column. Selecting a column is easy. What you will write? Data frame object column name or data frame object dot column name. So see this example once. Now DTF5 population, DTF5 school, you got the details. In the dot notation, make sure not to put any quotation mark around the column name. So you got the output of DT5 dot population. Now multiple columns. This you had seen with only one column. Now how you can work within a multiple column? To select multiple column, you can give a list having multiple column names inside the square bracket with the data frame object. Now example C. DTF5 schools and hospital. This is both column name. You can work with 2 columns. Column appears in order to column name. Give the list inside the square bracket. Now hospitals and school, like this you can give in square bracket column name and you can work with 2 columns. Once in this example see, then it is clear to you. Given a data frame, namely AID, that stores like AID by NGOs for different states. Now toys, books, uniform, shoes, column names Andhra, Odisha, MP, UP, rows. Write a program to display the 8 4. First is books and uniforms only. Second is shoes only. Now solution: import pandas as PD. Print AID for books and uniforms. print AID books uniforms and AID for shoes, AID dot shoes. Now see, right side output is given that AID for books and uniforms, you got only 2 column. Here what in question there are 4 columns: toys, books, uniforms and shoes. But I want only books and uniforms, so I had given that AID inside bracket 2 column name, so I got 2 column name information only. And in the next I had given 1 column only shoes, so I got shoes 1 column. And Andhra, Odisha, MP and UP, that is rows. So like this you can call any 2 column or 1 column according to your need. You can access columns from the data. Okay, thank you children. Further we will see in next online class.